Before this AI prompt, I never thought it would be possible for AI to write decent content ideas. If you've ever tried to use AI to generate content ideas, you know it gives very scarce results. This might seem genius to the average CEO tech bro, but you already know that creating content that resonates with you and your brand is far more complicated than that. I came up with a system that allowed me to generate 3 months worth of social media content just in a few hours. We'll make everything in Perplexity AI because it's very good for research, and it has all the different LLMs inside that you can choose from. And it has a space function that is going to be key for our social media ideation process. I've broken down the system into 3 parts. First, finding the right resources for your niche, then creating a master prompt that will help you generate an infinite amount of super specific ideas every time, and lastly, make the actual scripts for your videos with your tone of voice and your specific style and not some generic AI talk. Let's get into it. We'll ask AI to find the most reliable resources in our niche to put them later in Perplexity spaces. Dedicated spaces are closed, meaning that AI will extract information only from the resources you provided. This will significantly reduce the work of having to verify whether the information Perplexity gives you is correct or not every time you ask it something. Now let me show you exactly what I did for my channel. Let's open Perplexity and type this prompt. I want to make a YouTube channel on demystifying AI for creators and entrepreneurs and show how AI can be used in different instances of the content creation process, especially when it comes to creating content on YouTube. Find me the most reliable websites on the topic that cover AI news, AI content creation, and AI tools. Search through Reddit and find a thread where they gather all the best websites on the topic. The key here is using Perplexity's deep research feature, which does more extensive research of the web, social media, and even academic resources. And now I see they've even added finance. You'll find all the options here at the bottom, and to activate deep research, just make sure that this icon is clicked. Now I have the pro version, but with the free version, I think you get up to 3 deep researches per day if you want to give it a try. And look at this, we've got a ton of resources covering everything from AI news, latest AI tools, even newsletters. Now to make sure that the prompt gives you the delivered results, here are a few things to keep in mind. First, you need to have a more or less clear idea of what your channel is going to be about. And second, the prompt will have to be adapted to your specific niche. Now, finding reliable resources on tech and finance, for example, will work in one way, and on wellness and fashion, it will work in a completely different way. Like, for example, if you're doing fashion, asking it to find what people in your demographic are looking for can be more valuable for social media rather than looking for the most reliable and authoritative websites to cite. And third, if you're not happy with the results, don't settle. Try changing the keywords and use the prompt to match better what you're looking for. Like, for example, if you need content for YouTube, don't just write content creation ideas, but clearly state that you're looking for YouTube content creation ideas. This simple change will make a ton of difference, and it will drastically impact the results. Oh, and also a pro tip is to ask Perplexity to make a list of the resources so that you can go through them quicker. Make sure to go through all of them. It might look like a lot of time, but it will definitely be worth it. Moving on, we'll gather the websites into a list and save them for later because this will be the foundation for our master prompt. How many to choose depends completely on you, but I would say at least 10 so that you have a good variety of resources. Now we're going to create a new closed space in Perplexity, and you'll be able to find them here on the left-hand side. Click on New. I'm going to name mine Research and put a cute emoji on it. And press continue. This is going to be the space where we do all the research for our channel, and the first thing we're going to do is paste the resources that we found in the link section. This way Perplexity will use only these resources when you ask questions. And now we can move on to creating the master prompt. And what should you even include in a master prompt? Basically, all the information you have on hand about your channel. Here's what I included in mine. I've divided it in 2 parts. A core part for searching topics, which consists of a goal. What is the end goal of your channel? The content creator persona. Who are you and what is your experience? And lastly, your audience definition. Who are you creating for? Or if you're just starting out, who do you want to create for? And the second part is for script writing. Your preferred tone and style. What is your content structure going to be like? And we're also going to include the trusted resources that we found in the previous chapter. And bonus, feel free to include examples of any successful previous content if you have any. Provide any links or just copy-paste the entire script. Let's look at these one by one. First, who are you? Clearly define who you are as a creator. The more specific you are, the better. Are you a certified fitness trainer specialized in home workouts? Are you passionate about finance and want to become an educator? Do you want to make content on fashion and the history of fashion? Or a lifestyle blog where you focus on living in London? Be specific about your persona and perspective. Here is mine. You're a YouTuber with vast experience in the tech sphere. You have a business background and experience in managing digital products, product design, and marketing. Then, define who your audience is. Describe your audience in detail. Who are they? What problems do they have? What are they interested in learning? If you're just starting out and you can't answer those questions, think about the person you want to make content for. I will write this. You make videos for aspiring entrepreneurs and creatives who want to make a YouTube channel, build a business online, or want to become influencers. They're interested in learning more about AI, but find the topic overwhelming, or don't know how it can be applied officially to content creation. Then outline your content tone and style. Are you casual and funny, professional and educational? I usually write keep a casual tone as if you're talking to a friend. As for the content structure, it depends on the format you want to cover. If you've been making videos for a while, here you can add the structure of your most successful videos to make similar style videos. In my case, since I'm doing this whole research to make tutorial style videos and showcase products, here's what I asked of Perplexity. For my content structure preferences, I would need an introduction, problem identification, solution proposal, practical examples, and a conclusion. And that's it. Here's how it looks overall. I have my goal, my creator persona, my audience, my preferred tone and style. See how specific that is? This gives Perplexity everything it needs to understand exactly what kind of content would work on my channel. Now, if you have absolutely no idea what to write, can you skip any of these steps? Yes, of course. It all depends on how you process information and what is the fastest way for you to get the AI to formulate the responses for you. Because if you're here asking AI for things, this means that you already have an idea in your head of how the answer should look. And prompting is nothing more than learning how to put your actual requests into words in a very specific way. But with creative work, it's all a matter of experimentation after all. Now that we have found our trusted resources and we have our master prompt, let's finally get into generating content ideas. We're going to head over to Perplexity where we created our research space. I've pasted the resources in the links section, and in the instructions, I added the first part of the master prompt. Also, make sure to disable the option include web by default, otherwise it's going to search the web again, and all of this is going to be useless. Click save and let's ask it to create some ideas for us. Here at the bottom, you can actually choose which LLM you want Perplexity to use for this research. I will use ChatGPT for this task, but feel free to experiment. This is the prompt that I'm going to use. Generate 20 compelling YouTube video ideas for my channel. Use the information and sources provided. For each idea, provide an intention-grabbing title, a brief description of what the video will cover, why this topic will be valuable to my specific audience, and current trends or timely angles that make this relevant in 2025. And let's see what happens. Look at all these ideas. And as you can see, each one comes with a title, a clear concept, an explanation of audience value, and a timely angle. And because we specified the trusted sources, it only went and searched for topics in the sources provided. What's amazing is that these aren't just generic ideas. They're specifically tailored to my channel. Like, for example, this one, voice cloning for creators, scale your brand in any language. That already sounds right up my alley. And what we can do here is actually ask it to elaborate on this topic and to find even more information and expand on it before we go and put it in the script section. I'm quite happy with these results, but again, if something seems off, ask the AI for clarifications. Give additional instructions, make it do exactly what you need it to do. Here in this research, for example, I noticed that it's using only a few of the resources that I provided. So I'm going to ask it to please use more resources and see if it will give me even more ideas. Just out of curiosity, I tried doing the same prompt of generating 20 video ideas, but without the master prompt and without our trusted resources. And as you can see, well, I don't know if you can tell, but the results are quite not as tailored as before. It's giving me video ideas for product management and strategy, which is not quite up my field. Let AI build my product roadmap, I guess. Product autopsy, the real reason famous product failed, also not quite up my alley. I have no idea what a FANG PM means. Well, I'm quite happy that my dedicated spaces work as intended. That's what I wanted to see. And with this, we're going to move on to the scripts. Now let's see if we can generate a decent script for any of these ideas. We're going to create a separate space that we're only going to use for scripting. Insert your master prompt here, and this time include all of the information, preferences, tone of voice, everything. We're going to disable the web search once again. And we are going to use Claude to write the entire script because it's notoriously better at creative writing. Let's paste one of the ideas, and I'm going to ask, make a script of 10 to 12 minute YouTube video on the following topic, and see what it gives us. Well, the results are pretty impressive. Hey, what if I told you? But it's normal. I didn't give it anything to go from. Like if I had inserted any of my scripts, it would definitely impact the tone of voice. But this is already a good foundation that I can work upon and insert my personal touch, saving me a ton of time. Now let me share some practical tips to get even more value from this process. First, try generating ideas in batches for different content categories. For example, if you run a cooking channel, you might separate queries for quick weekend meals, special occasion recipes, and cooking techniques, and so on. Second, don't just use the ideas at face value. Use them as starting points and put your own creative spin on them. I often combine elements from different ideas and adapt them based on my own experience. In the age of AI, human messiness and emotions will be the thing that your audience will value the most. Third, pay attention to the sources Perplexity cites. Sometimes the most valuable part isn't just the idea itself, but discovering new resources that you can follow for ongoing inspiration. And now to wrap it up, content creation shouldn't be a constant struggle for new ideas. With AI, you can generate dozens of highly relevant content ideas in minutes, ensure your ideas are based on reliable, up-to-date information, tailor every idea to your specific audience and brand, save hours on brainstorming time, and eliminate content block. And this doesn't mean you're going to make soulless content. It doesn't make you a bad content creator. It's up to you to put your personal touch and make your voice stand out. This process has literally transformed my content creation workflow, and I know it could do the same for you. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button because I will be uploading more tools and systems to help content creators work smarter and not harder. Drop a comment letting me know which topics I should cover next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.